Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Bryant with SFOT Source, your premier unofficial guide to Six Flags over Texas. It's been a couple weeks since we've been out here to the good old SFOT, so we're back out here. It's the weekend before Fright Fest 2019, so of course we've got to walk around, see what all kinds of new changes have happened on our social media. You've seen we've posted all kinds of updates of the new haunted houses, but today we're going to actually show you via video, so we're real excited about that. And of course, we're going to walk around the park, see anything else that changes, and really just, you know, have a good time because that's why we come here. So, without any further ado, let's head into the park. We just made it through front gate and we went through, of course, the membership entrances. And if I had one complaint about this, it would be that everyone is getting processed in all of the membership entrance lines. I wish there was a line for processing and a line for if you already have your deal process, because it ends up being longer than just the normal entrance into the park. But here we are at front gate, and you can see that the fountain is blood red for Fright Fest, and they've also built up all of the facade proscenium at the Silver Star Carousel stage, and we'll actually go take a closer look at that. One thing I wanted to point out is that the Christmas lights that are up here at front gate are actually purple, orange, and white for Fright Fest. You can see they do have Fright Fest advertisements in the park. So here is a look at that Fright Fest overlay here at Silver Star Carousel stage. Rotting building and all. I really wish they'd fix that. It bugs the crap out of me that you can't make the first thing you see in the park look good. But this is where the WBAT festivities will be happening throughout the day, and we'll kind of walk around and show you more of the Fright Fest festivities as we go. Try to say that 3 times fast. As we walk through the Mexico area, there are a lot more cobwebs on the buildings and the trees. And, you know, honestly, this hasn't really been a hugely decorated area in the past, but I dig it. This is pretty awesome. There are lots of cobwebs through here. And technically, the witching hour scare zone festivities will kind of happen in this general area. So cool to see that it's more decorated than normal. The cobwebs just kind of keep on going through the end of Mexico, kind of at the front entrance of Spain. So lots of stuff. Got a half skeleton there. And it really just keeps going. It kind of seems like the whole park is pretty decently decorated for this event. We're over here at the bridge that leads you over to New Texas Giant. Really nice scenic place to stand, by the way. And looks like this guy didn't quite make it, unfortunately. Sad day. This guy looks like he's been waiting in line for a long time. Over here at the entrance of New Texas Giant, there's a whole new kind of clown skull themed archway and a clown standing out front. So this has kind of been clown themed for the last number of seasons, but they just keep on amping it up, and I really like the overlays they put on these rides during Fright Fest. It makes it more exciting. And even up near the station of New Texas Giant, there's a huge sign that says Giant Carnival. So I'm sure the station is decked out in clown gear. I want to know in the comments below, are you guys scared of clowns? We are backtracking through the Texas section so we can see the progress on Piggy's Bloodshed. Just want to point out that right here at the entrance of Piggy's Bloodshed, they've added 2 spiders that look like they have a human wrapped up there. That's not terrifying at all. And then across the way, they've actually added a spider and another wrapped treat right up here on the old blacksmith stand. Here at the entrance of Piggy's Bloodshed, it looks like they're pretty much good to go. We've also been told that things have changed a little bit within this haunted house, so I think you can expect some new scares and new features, new details, and of course this has been here since 2012, so that is a very welcome change. So as we told you in our last Six Flags Over Texas video, Squeal Along Pig, one of the scare zones, has moved up near this area, and you can see there is a very extensive wall situation here, and all of these doors and things swing out, so there are little crevices and things. This is going to be a terrifying scare zone, and they have really amped up the theming for it, and this is very exciting. There are some other pieces out here. It looks like they are going to be movable, so I think things are going to get a little tricky in some of these scare zones, but maybe in a good way. I don't know. I guess it depends on if you like getting scared or not. Art of Torture haunted house here at the old site of Lone Star Theater has been pretty much sealed up. So there is a facade up here. We will take a look at it. And here's the facade for the Art of Torture haunted house. This is gonna be spooky, y'all. And on our actual guide, we have added descriptions for the new houses so you can kind of get a backstory before you go in. The link to the guide's in the description below. And it looks like they're gonna utilize this queue line that they've left here for those visiting the Art of Torture. And of course, our classic photo op characters are returning to their various places in the park. Here we have a spooky Scarecrow. And right before we head into the tower section, there's more skeletons and cobwebs, and there's a coffin. I really like this, you know, small stuff. It does add a lot, even though it isn't a lot, if that makes sense. So here at Texas Arena in Tower is the entrance to Curse of Ra. This is an Egyptian-themed haunted house that's coming for Fright Fest, and as you can see, the facade entrance for this is really cool. I'm really excited because this is an all-new concept, and all new concepts are always more than welcome. You know, we had the same houses in here for a long time, so I'm very excited about this, and I think you guys should be too. And here's a look at the second Texas Arena haunted house. This is Alien Incubator, and those are creepy looking. I don't know, but like the other entrance, this is pretty impressive. It looks really good, and another sort of fresh concept. So all of our typical characters for Voodoo Swamp have returned. You can see they've put up these basically huge drape looking pieces that will swing out when the scare zone opens each night, just to add a little more ambiance to it. These swing out pieces that we showed you last time we were here have actually gotten themed a little bit more. We did learn that they only swing out partially, but they do look really good. I love all of the theme to it. It's definitely very cursey, voodoo-y, so it's really great to see all of the detail that's going into Fright Fest this year. Just so you guys can kind of see how these are lining up. You can see this Caddo Lake Smokehouse. It's funny. They do have a couple other sets over there that we'll get to. And this is the final swing out facade on this pathway. It's fish themed, so they went Gator Kitchen. And of course the entrance to this scare zone features another huge statue. And we've got this lovely random statue over here this year. I also want to point out that more and more places in this park have popped up with these portable air conditioners. So it's a interesting addition, and also a very interesting way to power it with a power strip and everything. As you can see here in the Anarchy Unleashed scare zone, nothing's really changed. They have added a little bit more stuff there on the side that it looks like will move out into the pathway and for people to hide behind, but we will just kind of walk down here just to take a quick look and see what's going on. Here at Gotham City Stage, you can see that they're getting ready for Dead Man's Party, and this year it is Dead Man's Party presents Hell's Bells, so it is more of like a doll-themed dance show, and I would imagine there's going to be more to this, but so far it's so nice to see the fresh decor. Last couple of visits we've made to the park, Riddler Revenge has actually been closed. It is closed right now. Looks like maybe they had a temporary issue, but I just wanted to point out that it is actually open, and looks like whatever issues they had have been solved. And right here next to Harley Quinn's Insanity, where people are taking a nap, we have the entrance to Hell Block 6, which isn't completely constructed yet, but this is where you will enter, and then the Hell Block 6 house is back that way. This is coming back. It was new for last year, and we did hear that there will be some potentially new upgraded things about the house this year as well. Alright folks, even though Fright Fest is right around the corner, the park is already also getting ready for Holiday in the Park. You can see the big Texas flag that's here for deep in the heart of Christmas, and the Boomtown section is already going up. So really not much downtime between the two events, so it makes perfect sense. Hey, sir, do you know that there's a skeleton all up on your lady? Sir? Here in Old South, we've got some new hanging pieces up in the cobwebs. You can see we've got a trapped human over here, another one over there. So just small additions to everything, and it's really awesome. It's definitely going to be spooky out here, and you can even see their face. Oh my gosh. Here in Old South, we've got more bodies and spiders, and it's very terrifying over here. I do think now that I'm in Old South though, it's ice cream time. Alright folks, I ended up with the cookies and cream milkshake. It comes with obviously the cookies and cream part, and then whipped cream and a cherry. This was a snack plus $2. And then look at who I ran into.
Hi guys.
Oh my gosh.
Anything ice cream is so good.
We stopped off in Looney Tunes Mall to give you guys a look at the Fright Fest merch. That was something that y'all asked about. So this glows in the dark. It's $17.99. It's got a clown on it. We have this Fright Fest kind of skull coaster looking shirt, which is right there. There's the clown. Better look at the clown shirt. And then you have this clown shirt. These are all $17.99. And then you have this skull tumbler, can't see it, but it's $9.99. Does feel very cheap. And they have that in red as well. You have these skull glasses, $14.99. And you do have these sweatshirts that have a random Fright Fest logo that's not on anything else. So how much are these? Are $30. So that looks like that's pretty much your fill of Fright Fest merchandise this year. Here's a little bit more on this wall. You have this Fright Fest sweater, this clown shirt, but that's pretty much it. None of it has the actual Fright Fest stuff on it, so it's really generic. We're on a search for the Titan Nano coaster, which is now in stock at the park. It's a small roller coaster model. They weren't at any of the main gift shops, so I guess you have to go all the way down to the Titan gift shop to find them. So here in the Titan gift shop, the Coaster Dynamics Nano coasters are available. They have tons of them right here on the wall, and almost dropped it. But here you can see how it looks. Well, you can see the front of it, and then when I turn it around to the back, you can actually see what that turns into. I'm not a huge fan of these ones. They're kind of hard to punch out, but kind of comes with building one for a steel coaster. And you can see that these are $34.99. Of course, any membership discounts you have will be valid on these. So if you have a Diamond Elite membership, that actually ends up being pretty cheap. So really fun to see these. I can't wait to see the new Texas Giant ones in stock. The last thing we're going to look at, but certainly not least, is the Freaktown Sideshow Scare Zone. Right out here in front of Bugs Bunny Boomtown. They're getting everything all set up. They're not quite finished yet, but this will be your last Scare Zone area here. So this one's always pretty fun, but be forewarned, there are clowns involved. I did want to point out that on my way back out to the parking lot, you can see there are seat crates with the Curse of Ra, Alien Incubator, and Art of Torture artwork on them. This is honestly a really good way to advertise your brand new haunted houses. This is just kind of as you walk up from the main parking lot. So nice use of the crates they have sitting around. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this trip to Six Flags Over Texas. I'm back in the car because it is very hot outside, and only stayed out here for about 3.5 hours today. Just wanted to take a look at all of the Fright Fest progress, and as y'all can see, they've really seemingly amped everything up. Obviously, we're not really going to know until the park opens for Fright Fest, but I'm super excited about the new haunted houses, super excited about all of the things they've done to the scare zones to make them more detailed and seemingly more of an intense experience, and just the overall decor looks great. Things are really shaping up for Fright Fest, and later on this week we'll actually post a video where all we do is talk about everything coming to Fright Fest. It'll be just a full Fright Fest guide, just like we did for Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Stay tuned for that. It's going to have tons of information, and of course, as I said before in the description, we do have a direct link to our Fright Fest guide anything you really need to know about Fright Fest is on there. We have all the information regarding the attractions, haunted houses, shows. We even have some tips on there. We also have a little discussion section where y'all could ask questions and we can answer them for you. So make sure y'all check that out. It's going to have all the information you need. And like I said, super duper excited about Fright Fest. We can't wait for it to start. We won't be out at Fright Fest here at Six Flags Over Texas for opening weekend, but we will be somewhere else. So stay tuned for that. If y'all have any questions about the park or about theme parks in general, feel free to ask in the comments below. We thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you soon at a theme park.